All right, we are live, Pierce. Thanks so much for taking out some time, my man.
Thank you very much. Good to chat with you, and best to your daughter Bella.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
So, what drew you to play Charlie Swift in Fast Charlie? What was the draw for you?
Well, it was the book by Victor Gersler. I mean,
Okay.
Gun Monkeys is the name of the book. I love this genre of storytelling and writing. Philip Noyce was with the project. Richard Wenk and I, as a writer, we worked together, and so that trifecta felt strong, positive.
Okay.
New Orleans, I really wanted to go there. So that was the initial impetus of wanting to make the movie. And it all goes back to Philip, really.
Sure.
I love his movies.
Oh yeah, he's got some great ones.
And it was incredible to watch him mold and adapt and work on the script.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and to cast it and to bring in, James Caan, who I've just, been a massive fan of his work for so many years. He is seared in my head and my heart as, The Godfather.
Sure.
Sonny.
Yeah, no, I agree, man. Definitely. I gotta admit, I mean, the role is quite intensive and action packed. I know that you're no stranger to action films, but how did you kind of prepare for the role? Anything specific?
There was nothing specific. I might have gone to the gun range a few times just to familiarize myself with a few weapons.
Sure.
Not really. You read the book, you get the gist of the book, you get the tone of the book, and then the writer you're working with and your director. And there was no real in-depth conversation. But when you go to New Orleans and you're down there in that town, that city, that gives you so much of the value of who you are as an actor within that proscenium arch.
That's cool. Definitely.
And you just keep reading the material. You keep reading the material, and it's always an investigation every day because you're meeting new actors. I mean, when you make a movie, it's really you're shooting the rehearsals. You show up on a set, you're in a club, you're in a street, you're in the bar, you rehearse the scene, bang, you shoot it.
That's epic.
And then you go home and you think, shit, man, did I do the work? Did I really, what happened there? So especially when you're the world of independent movie making, this came together relatively quickly. But then once you're on the ground, once you're in the zone of making the movie, and the clock is ticking, and locations are slipping or someone's dropped out, and you're trying to still keep the path that turned your heart on as an actor. It's wonderful, and especially when you have someone like Philip Noyce as the director.
Sure, absolutely, man. In Fast Charlie, it isn't your typical crime drama. I mean, just in the opening scene, you have like two really brutal kills, which is pretty epic, and it's also filled with some great humor. How do you feel that this film kind of stands out?
I cannot fully articulate how this movie Fast Charlie stands out at this moment in time. I feel passionate about it, about the work. I enjoy watching the movie.
Yeah.
I think it could have a longevity beyond this movie.
Yeah.
Within the world that we live in, as a TV series, as a sequel. The movie for me is a love story. It was a love story between Fast Charlie and his boss, James Cann.
Sure.
It's a love story between Charlie and Marcie. and where they could go in life. And, you know, they both, they come from a dark side of life. They know violence,
Sure.
and they know what the con is, and they know the con of life, and they've been conned. And so, you know, they have a bit of money, but maybe not enough money. So at the end of the movie, wherever they go, I don't know, you might want to follow them.
Yeah. No,
I don't know.
that's one of the things I was going to mention was that I feel like this movie screams a sequel, man. I could see it going on.
Yeah.
So
We'll see where the wind takes us. I mean,
listen, I already bought it on Vudu,
you did.
digital streaming. So yeah, I already bought it. So now my parents, I'm going to tell them to watch it tomorrow when it comes out.
Oh, cheers,
So
man.
I already
Thank
bought
you.
it for that. So
Yeah.
and the film is, I think what makes it work is that it's a tight 90 minutes. You know what I mean?
90 minutes is
Sometimes they
good.
make these films too long,
Well,
but
they
this
lose
is
their
like
way.
bam, 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 and it's solid.
It is. It's got a punchiness to it. And the curtain goes up and it grabs you, and that's what you want to do every time. As soon as the curtain goes up, I'm in. I know where I'm going as an audience. I've got this. Maybe I don't got this. Maybe I could have this, but I like what I'm seeing. So trying to be an unexpected surprise is always tricky. But 90 minutes is comfortable and it's a good jaunt in, and I think you get your money's worth.
Absolutely, man. And like you mentioned, Morena Baccarin, she's pretty badass in this movie. What was it like starring against her in this?
It was beautiful. It was wonderful. We became good friends. She is a beautiful actress, amazing woman. And you know, it made my character real
Sure.
because she's such a good actress. She's so it was again, it's a love story for me. And when we worked on the text, it was this man who was, thematically, it's kind of Thomas Crownish because it's that kind of character, that man who, well, in Crown's case, he had everything. This man doesn't have a lot really, and he's losing it minute by minute. So then he meets a woman, and I love romance. I love romantic stories, and this is a romantic story.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, man. No question about it.
And I have to say, Clarence Citizen Cope is a dear friend, and Clarence made the soundtrack at the end. So his song "Victory March" is so beautiful. If people haven't heard Citizen Cope or Clarence Greenwater, he wrote this song for Fast Charlie called "Victory March."
That's awesome. Yeah, that's in the end credits, right?
In credits, yeah,
Yeah, exactly. All right, cool. That's awesome, man. All right, listen, Pierce, I think we're out of time. I just want to say thank you so much again.
Thank you.
And Fast Charlie comes out tomorrow, December 8th, in some theaters and streaming. So everyone needs to go see it. I loved it. So
Good. Thanks a
thanks
million.
again.
Really appreciate it. Thank you.